I think the momentum is with them, and that is crucially important as you come through the second half of this race. Although Lee, to their credit, are holding off the charge at this point. It's still only half a length as you come down that famous Fawley Court shot. I think Reading are moving right across as we watch them. Reading are moving right across off their station into the middle of the river, and I'm sure they'll be warned by the umpire to head back, because actually that can be a factor in this. But as we go back down to the start, I think that race is still progressing between Lee and Reading, and we'll see if we can bring you a result later on. But at the start, it's race 118, which is the first quarter final of the senior single scull. So this is heavyweight athletes, the first heavyweight scullers that we've seen today. And it is Reading Rowing Club, again represented on the Berkshire station. And it's El Meridew up against Thames Rowing Club on the Buckinghamshire station. And it looks like the sculler from Thames has probably got out to the better of the two starts. If you watch the images there, the Reading Rowing Club sculler had a few issues with their steering. I think that has cost her, because it's meant that the crew on the athlete on the left-hand side of your picture from Thames in the black kit and the red hat has already established a bit of control. And you can see there the umpire in the background of that shot is warning the Reading sculler to get back onto her station. It does look like both crews, both athletes are towards the middle of the river at this stage. I suppose Thames now, if that athlete does already have a margin of control in the race, she can move over, and there the drone shots do reveal that Thames have about 3/4 of a length, perhaps even a length. It does look like she's moving away with every stroke.
So again, a competitive event. This is the senior singles. As you say, they're heavyweight singles. We've got the lightweights and the heavyweights, and we've got the senior singles, and above that we've got the elite single sculls. It's much smaller entry in the elite single sculls, only 5 entries. But these girls did have to race in a time trial yesterday at 10 o'clock yesterday morning. Some 25, 30 scullers had to come down again, cull of nearly half to get down to this level. We've got a very good race developing here, actually. So again, the Thames sculler was not able to get clear, and as we come through the middle of the race,
It's definitely
we've
Reading sculler is coming back, isn't it?
So we've got from Reading, she's been able to now once she's coming through every stroke now. She's looking really relaxed, really strong, just looking straight ahead, focusing on her line.
Question is, I suppose, how much did that early steering error cost the Reading sculler? Because it looks like she is, certainly at this stage, as we watch this race unfold, she is the more prolific, the more proficient of the two scullers. And there we go, the drone shows them absolutely side by side. And that is a wonderful shot, isn't it, as they come down between the famous Henley booms, two scullers battling it out, gladiatorial almost in the single scull. It's just you and the boat, especially at Henley, the nature of match racing. It's you and your boat against someone else and their boat. And there we go, the two scullers absolutely line and line with each other, bow ball, to coin a phrase. But I think the momentum is with the sculler in the orange boat from Reading on the Berkshire station. I think there the drone is just showing her bow ball just nudging ahead of her opposition. Interesting to see how she can deal with the second half of the course and try and stay on her own station perhaps for a little bit.
Yeah, so that's Laura Meridew of Reading Rowing Club. As you say there, Tom, the fact that she had a bit of a difficulty off the start allowed Jordan Cole Hussein of Thames Rowing Club to come through off the start, but she's managed to relax into her rowing, into her sculling now. Laura Meridew, looking very relaxed and competent out there on the water now. Beautiful big long stroke, very clean off the water. I love those shots actually in a single that you get there now, with just from behind there. You can just see that you get hold of the water, pushing it through. You get that feeling, you know, in a single that you're trying to put the blades in right behind you, and then push. And we've got another sculling race coming past us now, and the start of the next race is about halfway down the course as well. I don't know if we can cut up to that one. We've got 4, there we go. So we've got another senior sculling race on the course, another heat between the platinum purple of Durham University on the left-hand side of your picture, on the topaz side, and Walton Rowing Club, Jackson of Walton Rowing Club on the right-hand side. And by the time we got to them, let's hope it's not all over for the Walton Rowing Club sculler, but Durham University sculler does seem to be dominant.
Yeah, definitely an element of control here from the Durham sculler on what is currently the left-hand side of your picture, but it may well change. There we go, we just got a shot of sculler from Reading Rowing Club making her way down the course. And we go back to the race in hand, which is race 119, and it is the Durham University sculler Wilson, who is well in control of this race, Alison. I think she's several lengths clear of her opposition and sculling at a pretty low rate. I'm not even sure what that is.
Oh, do you want me to check?
Oh, no.
Oh, we've lost it now.
Lost it.
We cut to the next race, but I was just reminiscing. I actually learnt to scull on that stretch of water at Durham, and it has, one of the trickiest. It's got a bridge that you have to pretty much stop to get through, so all credit to her.
No excuses
It teaches you something. And we've got another race. So these races, I think these races have been started a bit closer together at the moment to try and catch up. So we've got 2 or 3 races on the course at the same time. Now we're looking at the third of these heats between the top of your picture, Leicester Rowing Club sculler, and at the bottom of your picture, Wallingford Rowing Club. And as we pass our commentary position now, it's the Leicester, the black and white of Leicester Rowing Club. Connolly there. She's managed to get the advantage. She's got clear water already. She's looking pretty relaxed. So they're sending these races down fast and furious now. As soon as, they'll all have been waiting up there. They're trying to get caught up on the programme. We had a bit of an incident earlier. So if you're kind of if you're looking at your programme and thinking you're a little bit behind, we're trying to get caught up here.
I suppose with the nature of these races at the moment, it does look like in every one of these single scull races that we've had the last 3, there is a clearly dominant athlete in each one of them, and at the moment it does look like the athlete from Leicester Rowing Club, Connolly, who's currently on the left-hand side of your drone shot there, in the white boat. She is certainly the dominant force in this race. I think she's already got clear water on her opposition from Wallingford.
Yep, so it's Sophie Connolly, looking so good out there for Leicester Rowing Club. It's just such a great experience to single and to learn to single at these major regattas. I think that there's something about being in a crew boat which is fantastic, but you just learn so much, and it's really, to be able to, you learn so much actually in training in a single, because it's only you that's moving the boat, obviously, and you have to take full responsibility for that. So I think that you progress faster if you're also training in a single, and then to race in a single, to get yourself up there, to get yourself onto the start, to do your own race plan, and I think it's a really, really crucial part of learning to race. I learned a huge amount from it, particularly at scary events like Women's Henley here. And we have the final race from these heats, the 4th of the senior single scull. On the left of your picture, the distinctive banded kit of Tideway scullers. And we have another Galway Rowing Club. So hello again to Galway Rowing Club. You've got something else to cheer for now. Galway Rowing Club Ireland, and she has the lead. She has the advantage coming down past the island now. Beautiful, iconic shots, Temple Island.
Absolutely stunning, isn't it? This cruise come past, and what a fantastic place to race and produce your top performance on the distinctive Henley course. And certainly the sculler from Galway Rowing Club is doing just that at the moment. She's already trying to stretch out to a length's lead, certainly striking a higher rate at the moment, and it looks like quite an aggressive style from the sculler from Galway, and she's almost out to a length already here as the 2 athletes come down past Temple Island and on towards the barrier. A little way to go yet, but the Tideway Sculler School athlete, as we watch her, she does seem to be deviating a little bit from her station, moving into the middle, and I'm sure she'll be subsequently warned by the umpire to stay on message and on cue, because at the moment there is still a little bit of contact between Galway and Tideway Sculler School, but it'd be interesting to see if Galway can move on in the second quartile of this race and really establish a margin of control.
So it's Fiona from Galway. Now, I'm hesitant to try and pronounce her surname with the Galway contingent listening. Murtra? We might be going for Fiona Murtra. Really apologies if it's not. We did try. But she's doing really well out here. She has some form. Competed in the Junior Worlds team in 2013 for Ireland. The rest of her teammates are actually racing in the Club 8s, which you may have seen earlier today. And Fiona's ineligible for the Club 8s because if you've raced internationally, you're not eligible to compete in the Club 8s. So she's got out again in her single. Fantastic that they're able to come over here as a club and put these two boats out. And she's doing really well. She looks like she might well progress here. So the Galway 8 won their heat earlier today. So I don't know whether Fiona will know that. Probably not. You know, she'll have already been on the water, I would think. But she certainly wouldn't want to get left behind. And hope that it looks like they will both make it through this Saturday, barring. Well, we can never say for sure in a single because stuff does happen.
Barring a disaster.
But you know, Gabby Cutler, she's still within a length and a half, so I don't want to jinx anybody. So Fiona Murtra, I'm going for it again, has 4 Irish national titles to her name. She attends college in New York, having won a scholarship there. So
brains as well as brawn.
Absolutely.
I think actually, I mean, it's difficult to say, isn't it, at this stage? Certainly, the Galway sculler looks the more composed of the two at this stage, but it's still only, at best, a length and a half, perhaps 2 lengths for her advantage at the moment. So this race isn't quite over yet. And
this is, although she, has competed internationally, she has, she's got some real race experience at a very young age. It's actually her first competitive race out in a single. So this race today, apart from the time trial, her first competitive race in a single, she looks very relaxed. She's been able to drop her rating down. So I think that which is always the best thing to do because you want to make sure that you don't capsize or crash at this late stage in the race. So you're just able to look back and stay relaxed. And if she was seriously threatened, I think she'd be able to put her rating up by 2 or 3 pips to take on any last-minute challenge by Gabby Cutler.
Well, I think as we watch this race come down, let's have a run through of some of the results we've had this morning. So starting with race 104, which was the first race of the morning, was a win for Plum of Peterborough. The second race was a win for Thames Rowing Club. Norwich Rowing Club and Greenbank Falmouth were also winners in the senior lightweight single sculls this morning. In the 2 elite lightweight sculls, one was a row over for Cambridge 99, and the other was a win for Ellie Lewis over Susanna Duncan of Exeter University. In the elite lightweight pairs, starting with race 110, a win for Commercial Rowing Club of Ireland, the University of London over Glasgow, a win for Thames Rowing Club A over Wallingford, and a win for Oxford University Lightweight Women's Rowing Club over Durham University. And then in the Club 8s, we had a win, as mentioned, for Galway Rowing Club Ireland. It was a win for Totnes in race 115. Race 116 was a win for Cantabrigian Rowing Club. And then in race 117, Lee Rowing Club were winners over Reading Rowing Club. And then we've got 3 results here for the senior single scull. So the 3 races we've had previous to this one. Race 118 was a win for Reading Rowing Club over Thames Rowing Club. Durham University were victors in race 119. And Wallingford Rowing Club were winners of the previous race over Leicester. So we're just watching this race come down, and I think we've got the next race on the course, which is race 123. Another heat of the Club Intermediate 8 between Tideway Sculler School on the left-hand side of your pitch of the Berkshire Station and Thames Rowing Club A on the Buckinghamshire Station. So we've got more 8s on the course, a bit more noise, a bit more energy to contend with as the crews come down the course, and certainly a bit more